don't stop. Hopping the ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start with the option.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bills at 11-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd. Not influenced by...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball's down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be... The 10 at the 7-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now Murray off play action. Steps away. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Chubb on the read option. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Finding Knox there, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
They'll run with Gibson.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. And is that
touchdown, Bills? A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are... He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Corral. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold at 15.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Etienne once more. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Good footwork at the 30.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Logan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second and 12.
Corral. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. One more. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They go up the middle with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Al, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown!
Rondale Moore.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rondale Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Another tote for ETN.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
ETN up the middle, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Back to throw it, Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.